So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have. Xavi Simons really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again...
Odobert! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Joao Palhinha. He's in it. And he shoots! They've scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Odobert. And it's Simons. Joao Palhinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Adams. It's Belletti. De Bruyne. And it's Rice. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Odobert. Tries a shot! It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro. He's got tall! Messi. It's Belletti. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. De Bruyne. Rice. Now Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. And this is De Bruyne. Delivers with whip. And it's De Bruyne. Beckenbauer. And it's De Bruyne. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Porro. Kudus is wide and looking to get onto this. Pedro Porro. He's picked his way through. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's hoisted clear. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And another try! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
But they've got it again.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pedro Porro. Nicely weighted ball. Xavi Simons receives it in a wide position. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Rooney.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Picked out Judge, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. And it's Rice. Tell. Xavi Simons. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kudus. Simons. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is... There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides. Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's won a chance! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Rice. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Played into space. Pedro Porro calmly anticipates. And that has left him in a heap. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he's heaved it away. And it's De Bruyne. Bentancur. Now it's Tell. Messi. Now it's Rooney. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Kudus does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Kudus. Now it's Simons. Looking for the run. And he's in on goal. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Messi picks it up out wide. Belletti hit into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's played through for him. And Messi! And he hits the net. Manchester United are back on level terms. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now he's got space here. Drives it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Adams. Beckenbauer, tidy with his distribution. He's gone for goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Spence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just about up to 75 minutes. Drogba, Mbappe, and it's De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. Oh, it's come loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, terrible pass. Drogba! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi, Drogba, can he finish? He has done it! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Tottenham can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played in, climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Udogie clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and he's in here. Udogie. Palinha. Messi. No, it's come to nothing. Rooney.
There will be 3 minutes.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Gets himself into trouble, and he's lost it. Palinha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Keep the ball, and you win the game. It really is that simple. And the number on the board is 3. Drogba, Messi. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And we're done. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.